In this video, we are going to install Prisma. Now that we are done creating the form and also validating it, React hook form, now it's time for us to improve the API route so that it can actually add the data to a database. With that being said, let's get into installing Prisma. So you can come here, prisma.io docs guidelines / next.js. In case you're struggling to go there, this is prisma.io, the actual documentation landing page. And then from there, you can click get started, I believe. And then from nope, I apologize about that. Let's click docs. Okay, where is the documentation? Let's click documentation, and here is next.js, and then it will take you here. This process is not as simple as what can I say, just clicking next. The reason is I am used to a previous version of Prisma, which I have some sort of mastered. Now we are on Prisma 7. There are some changes. Okay, so let's quickly go through it step by step and then see how far we can go. So let's continue. So as you can see here, we are installing Prisma with Nest.js. Let's see, what do we have to install? Okay, set up your project. This is creating a Next.js project. We've already done this one. Now let's get into install and configure Prisma. Install dependencies. Get started with Prisma. You will need to install some dependencies. Okay, there are some things that we need to check here. Okay, install Prisma tsx type and then save it as a dev dependency. I am comfortable with copying this line, okay, but only this line. Why only this line? Let's look at the second line. Here we are installing Prisma client, okay, at Prisma adapter pg, okay, .env and then pg, okay. This has got something to do with Postgres, I would like to believe. In our case, we are not going to use Postgres. We are going to use SQLite. Okay. I always say SQLite here, of which this is not SQLite. This is SQLite. So for us, we are going to use SQLite. Why are we going to do that? The reason is to make this course simple and to reinforce understanding. Because if we use MySQL, SQL Server, and Postgres, it will mean that I need to add another layer of database. You have to register, you have to use a at this point in time, I don't think this course is for that. Okay, this course is for teaching you the concept. With SQLite, it's like the database will sit within the actual code. Okay, it will be inside the code. So as you can see, there is nothing that you have to add in terms of database. Okay, so let's first do part one. Okay, if this is taking a little bit longer and it's a little bit confusing, please bear with me. Okay, my apologies about that. Okay, Prisma 7, it's not as what can I say, I'm not used to it. It's not like it's not simple, but I am not used to it as much as Prisma 6. Okay, so as you can see, we are inside this folder. So the first thing that we're going to do, we are going to install this Prisma. Okay, and then since we are going to use SQLite, okay, as you can see here, if you are using a different database provider, different than Postgres, as I've said, this is PG for Postgres, and then we are advised to install the corresponding driver adapter package. As you can see, this adapter package is for PG, okay, instead of Prisma adapter PG, as you can see, okay. For more information, see database drivers, okay. I'm still assuming that we will need a Prisma client, okay? Based on how I've used Prisma, like Prisma client, it's something that you always have to install. I think the parts that we don't have to install is just these ones, okay? This one, in fact, and also this one. About the .env, I am not sure, but don't worry, we are going to get this done, okay? So let's go and see the driver details, okay? And inside the driver details, what we are looking for is the SQLite, as you can see. All right, okay, let's continue. Look at the example. To connect to SQLite database, you need to configure a data source block in your Prisma schema. Do we have a Prisma schema at this point in time? No. Why we don't have a Prisma schema? Because we have not initialized Prisma yet. Okay, as you can see here, this says nothing about installing Prisma client. Remember, Prisma client, it's mandatory. It's something that we have to do. So let's see what are the dependencies of the SQL SQLite. Okay, first install Prisma ORM. Okay, driver adapter for P3, and then let's see Prisma adapter. Here is the Prisma adapter for this. Instantiate the Prisma client using the driver adapter. Let's see what this is. Okay, adapter. Where is the Prisma client? Let's see. Okay. Okay, it's instantiating a Prisma client using the driver adapter. For now, okay, let me just read here. Now we must instantiate the Prisma client. You need to pass an instance of a Prisma ORM driver adapter to the Prisma client constructor. Okay. Let's see, new Prisma client. Okay, generated Prisma client. Okay, for now, what we are going to do, let's follow this as it is. Okay, let's follow this as it is. Right, Prisma client. Okay, let's just quickly go back. Okay, let's just continue from here. So after going back, let's see, this is what I want to do. If I feel like I need a Prisma client, let me add it because I think so, okay, based on my previous understanding. So I hope this is done. As you can see, it's done. Let's install a Prisma client. Okay, as you can see, I'm installing a Prisma client. And then what I'm going to do, I have to initialize Prisma so that we can have a schema, because here it's telling us that where I think, let me just go here. I will show you what I mean. So here it's telling us to set the data source on a Prisma schema. Okay, block in your Prisma schema. Let me just click here. There is nothing interesting here. Okay, so once we initialize Prisma, then we will have a Prisma schema. Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's just check. Do we have any Prisma folder here? No, at the moment. Okay, what else? Okay, as you can see, we don't have any Prisma thing at the moment. Okay, so what we want to do, we want to initialize Prisma. Initializing Prisma, it's like setting it up and creating necessary files so that we can have the schema to paste something on whatever that we're going to do. But at the moment, we don't have the schema, so we can't get into that stage. So npx Prisma init. Okay, I'm initializing Prisma. Let's see. Okay, suppose there will be some folders and files that are going to be created here, and then we can continue from there. Okay, looks like Prisma has been initialized. I think the first part is Prisma config. Okay, as you can see, here is Prisma config. Let's see. Do we have a URL schema here? Yes, we have. This is wrong. Okay, my apologies to say that this is wrong because in Prisma 7 you don't have the oh, sorry, this is not a schema. If this is a config, this is right. Okay, my mind was telling me that I'm inside Prisma schema. If this is the config, this is right because Prisma now put this URL in the config, which is Prisma 7. Okay, let's continue, guys. My apologies about that. And then let's go to a Prisma and let's look at the schema. Let's look at the schema. As you can see, in terms of the schema, this is using Postgres SQL, as you can see, and that's not what we want. Okay, we don't want that. We are going to use SQLite. Okay, so let's go back, guys, and continue with the documentation. Okay, let's see. To connect to SQLite, you need to configure a data source block in your schema. This is what we want. Okay, in our schema, we want this. Let's look at the data source block and change the provider to uh, this one, to SQLite. Okay, I think we are winning here. This is data source. Do we really need what can I say, the generator client? For now, let's leave everything like this, okay? And then let's continue. And then so connector, Prisma database connector. On the Prisma config file, it must look like this. Okay, let's just copy this as it is because we are using SQLite. So let's just go here. Okay, let me save this one. And let's go to Prisma config. Whatever that is here, we are going to remove it and paste this one. Okay, as you can see. And then what I want to do, this file will be here and the name is going to be dev.db. Okay, let's just change it so that it can be easy for us to notice it. Let's call it quick or code maker. Okay, code maker. Okay, so it's going to be codemaker.db. Okay, I'm happy with this and I think we are winning. Okay, let's see. Using the beta SQLite 3 driver. For now, let's end here. Okay, let's test things. Okay, let's some sort of push the DB for now. Okay, I don't want us to go too far without testing things. So now that we have configured Prisma, okay, we've got the necessary files and we've got the schema, and the schema has what can I say, the data source that we want or the provider that we want. Let's now push the DB. Pushing the DB means taking the schema. It's like, let me put it in a simple database terms. It's like creating tables that are on the schema in the database itself. If the database is not there, we are going to create it. So your next question is, where is the schema? Okay, this is the schema. We don't have any tables yet. Okay, as you can see, we don't have any tables yet. What I'm interested in here is to see this database in here. It's going to be empty. Yes, I understand. I want to take things one step at a time. Okay, as I've told you that Prisma 7, I'm not like as in highly confident. Okay, so let's continue. So npx db push. So we are pushing the schema into a database. If it's not there, we are going to create it. Let's run that. We are supposed to see this file code maker here .db. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that and wait for it. If this file could be here, then we will know that we are good to go and everything is working well, as you can see. Let's see. Okay, npx or Prisma db push. Okay, my apologies. As you can see, this is npx db push. Okay, so we didn't tell it npx Prisma. Okay, npx Prisma db push. Okay, this is a Prisma command, not just npx push. Okay, my apologies about that. As you can see, guys, now we have this database. Okay, but it's empty. Okay, before I close this video, before I end this video, as you can see here, I've got what can I say, this interface. Okay, first of all, this has got a pink icon here. Okay, that is not going to happen by default. Okay, as you can see here, I've got this nice table. Okay, here, this presentation, there is a plugin that I have installed. I forgot how I installed it, but I wanted SQL. How did I search it? It's like I wanted viewer. Okay, here is it. Okay, I wanted something like this, SQLite viewer. Okay, so let's check in one of these. I think this might be it. As you can see, it's asking me to install. This means that it has been installed. As you can see, it will help you to visualize your database. Okay, I would like to believe SQLite, it's something like a JSON object. Think of it that way. It's like a text or a comma separated value, a CSV file. It's more like a text, okay? So if you click on it, you might see a lot of text and some sort of funny commands. in order for you to view it like a database, like this same way as I'm doing here, okay, you need to install this SQLite viewer, this one, okay, by this guy. Okay, so this is the one that has worked for me. I think we have made a progress, and as much as I was afraid of Prisma 7, since I thought maybe it's going to take me from pillar to post, but it looks like I'm also learning and I'm also getting there. Thank you so much for your patience. If you like videos like these, please don't forget to subscribe and share the video. In the next video, we are going to create a schema and then run a DB push if we see those tables here, and then we can proceed from there. Thank you so much. See you on the next one.